Mema akwa baba digest TV so abna bibi ni ene ne esi ni tema krom ha na me de bremu na ye da bia tema emrantie ne mabawa enkanka NDC Communication team no wo mo ni brim panyifo so pa edienti tema lori kwan ya etutututu tema nwuma anya adwuma yie ne kyese kwa me nkroma tete tema ode to ho no ene enye sakura na tie na eye arehosem ya homete ema nipa tete tema omo be fansam twerofo ema ye ko ye ne omo bo apro kohwe tema no brano bi so a lori kwan pa emuatu ufra ne man ho enye ye say ye pit say ye trench hu say dia wo kanafa cars ne nam so huhuhu na chese dia temakromo aye no uhwa asenye hampo ene ye wo harbour fa ne mafiri amanane e de ba Ghana man yi mu in fact kwan na say na roundabout mienu a ye kosrasra so no dia kwan na ye no dia hu wo mu kura ne say tamaman yi mu ena wo mu fafa ngo ene ejaframa me kire petrol diesel ene ne akeka ho na gas se trucks akesie yi anasa tankasi ene nam runabout yi hu na se bi denchi tofomu a na wa wo de wani fama oyo ne ben ene beto o man Ghana yanko tie de amrantie bi a yekoto wo mu wo runabout ba akoso ekaye
accident down cause na hansi careless eta to apa problem is amunene wa no mu tumi direct farm ma so kwa do do an pe no aba pavement u tell say ka pe no ada ne kana to run about it so I complain sa o mu fie ya etumi ko tu ahia na de be fe wa ase en che so nu jobe na sa wo chi ni
aniane da tutu papa car dies we kuni pa moto o mo de shufo pa se ya company sa mo nya hwefa ho aha no ne sa run about na wa ase run about le kuni pa wa fat mo de mo jina na o be 10 minutes ya choti mo mu ka se be papa wa ase ya ka sa mo nya hwe ya ka no mo de so de si ba be bu na bo futu ba no enso to na watch na ko eti ba mo chow ya sram mo nya be fa ma ba ni
aproboni mu no abranti a ye frɛ no Mr. Kingsley Akakofi oye communication officer Tema Central constituency of the NDC.
Tema, what it means is that Tema has its own architecture plan. Sa plan on a year champagne for so among coffee and so because baby trucks now parking on any baby a parking lot. What it means is that within the architecture plan of Temano, ye car lots and this kind of trucks. It is a sanity there, yes, penny for umbrella aid. No more pack on me use trucks here, and could be beer as a nefata.
Taka coffee, Akasaria, yano, a brand any a rabang so at the womo how to da. Now almost so almost a more mokayeni.
Trucks are parked on Obiano Treska. And you're free of charge. And I have seen to my parking every day, car and accident because omoba so drunk no sound bar reverse no be bad ordinary o ehu obon gban na pem omututu enya Ghana car it is anka abanu gigi taxes wo mo na omutua sa road level na omutua nko mutua bia anka abanu betime say tika no kra bietem na bi dia mom e common sense obebie bebia mom say cars munya nko ya mum park wa say da mu betu car no dia akọ no na wetu car but when you ya free itutu ko mu kroma unkonu free ubetua e de ama ban no na ban no da develop o man no nti wenum na omu begina free na omu ntua hwe no sika ben na betimi da develop betem na bi dia mom say okay mu ko no mu ko park wa nti be ka ta ban no sad we say ye mom time bi na so man ntima be tracks no ha ene de beti no nya e bia na abeda na de for yanga say de tumi e be pamuka sin de fia
the foreigners omu ni fie wa they don't rent enti ha na omu kotole so beyond these vehicles aya baby omu adun so asabi omu ja omu nai e cause serious health hazard around her ewa ha bon some amutim sa ha say bon ti e ka tra ban say enkrofo we obetimi afọ omu so raise revenue through say ya be tax ewa omu ho some enkrofo nyina omu te akwa and na wo hwe car si baby esisi so a serious accident na etimi create wa ha check traffic congestion anke wa ha entimi the health no na ehia me sa aban on shana baby asankrofo omu ja omanan omu dunso omu dware efia omu didi gu ha plastic your friend is a pure water sachets near the guano. In fact, I'm what Tiabashan and you are free.
You call Valco runabout here, runabout beer. A dear could power or mind time a maimu. If you say, free tea, free GTP. Back Roma, one am ho, one am ho, Valco, one am ho. Sa industrial area, what side of Tamanini now, Bafas runabout and a son walk on a honso so ya choir, honso so to 2 sabi. Ya Boananka craft for GTP quine so call, I see a hawker craft air court tall. A honso so quine so Sarah. Intino na dia mabui eka any NDC communication for yi eka ne se empanyifo nhwe na wo momoden ematema ensi ne dada mu enwuma egu wo momoden no mompagya nsi ho aprobo ye chi no omoma efre centrafo eye press conference ewo hospitality center na eho na Owura Kinsley akakofi odi ni na asem nyina obo ne toa ede to ho ede to man centrafo say yemfa nko ne nko bo manga na nyina ama ne yese nia wo mo kanie.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Let me say that we are much enthused about the individualistic efforts that has helped all of us to get to where we are today. We are here this afternoon, pathetically, to address the media on the status of the city designed by His Excellency, the former President of Ghana, late Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. We all know, in fact, we have come to learn that Tema is not an ordinary city. But today, where we find ourselves suggests that Tema has become ordinary. In fact, it has become worse off. And so this afternoon, we want to touch on some few areas where we think that there's a need for authorities to pay attention to. Critical areas that we'll be looking at this afternoon will have to do with our road network in respect of the industrial areas. And one will ask why the road area network in the industrial areas. It is simply because it is this industrial city that feeds, if not all of Ghana, the higher percentage of Ghana. If that is the case, why should such area face such challenge in terms of road network? You would admit that if not for anything, the road network at the toll, that is the industrial area, in fact, is nothing to write home about. This morning, colleagues and friends from the media joined us to take a look at the real state of the road network at the industrial area. And one would ask, the very area that feeds Ghana is suffering from such a deplorable state in terms of road network. Then where are we heading towards to? Clearly, it demonstrates the lack of vision on the part of this very government in terms of prioritizing the welfare of our nation, so far as the road network is concerned. This afternoon, we are all aware, in fact, if we are not aware, let me state clearly that the very traffic light, in fact, that happens to be at the center of Tema, that connects the harbour city, in fact, the industrial area, and the Tema General Hospital. In fact, I'm making references to the Committee 4, Committee 5 traffic lights. This traffic light has been off, if I'm not mistaken, for the past 2 years. You ask yourself, in fact, who actually is supposed to face just a mere traffic light? And the heartbreaking aspect is that we are talking about the city of Ghana. And we have a traffic light that has been broken down for the past years. And no attention has been attended to. You ask yourself, is it that we are waiting to have a prominent person involved in accident at that very end before we can pay attention to such things? What you and I know is that you vote for leaders to come to power to prioritize our interests. Of course, no government will come and put money in your pocket. But the basic things you do for the ordinary Ghanaian to feel secured, to make life easy for that very person is what we are seeking for. Why are we here this afternoon? To talk about a mere traffic light. That won't take 2 days or 3 days to fix. At this point in time, we're calling on authority as a matter of agency to pay attention to this very traffic light at Committee 5, Committee 4 junction, so that at the end of the day, we can all say that, yes, of course, this is the little that we can have as part of our national cake. There's a critical issue that, again, we'll have to look at. That has to do with the main road from the Tema roundabout all the way to Tema main harbour. When we went round, we could all admit, in fact, the nature of that very road is not in good shape. I'm tempted to pronounce that the road don't only have potholes, but
and I'm saying, one village, one down.
That is to say that the holes you see on the road goes beyond just a mere pothole. Why are we talking about such road today? It is the road that connects Ghana to any other country that comes by road, especially if you want to do export or import. How much is Ghana benefiting from Tema?
Zero.
How much is Ghana benefiting from Tema? You admit that the port alone provides huge amount of revenue as far as internal generated fund is concerned, let alone Tema oil refinery. Why should we today find ourselves in this status? If not for anything, the very good people of Tema deserves better. We are not here because Tema is just beautiful. We are here because we came to work. And it's the reason you see most of us as foreigners being here. Today we can't even talk about the work because, once again, if you take Tema oil refinery, you realize that the key aim of Tema oil refinery is to refine the crude oils that we get from our oil field. As I speak to you, way back 2016, the then government, in fact my party, NDC, realized that there's a need to increase our oil production, that is the refinery production, from 45,000 stream per day to 60,000 stream per day. For that matter, at that time, management of TOR, with the help of government of Ghana, procured, in fact, plans that is going to aid us to achieve these targets. Further, they even set up a committee to ensure that the committee comes out with a roadmap that will ensure that this dream comes to reality. Do you know that today, as we speak, since His Excellency John Dramani Mahama left office 7 January 2017 to date, not even a single gallon has been refined at Tema oil refinery.
Oh!
Is this what we voted for? No. We are not here to just do mere politics. Politics today has to go beyond just the fact that I'm born into the party. We are going to vote come 2024 based on how we feel, based on the promises that this very government gave us. And the exercise you are seeing today will not only be a 9-day wonder. In fact, we are going to continue to remind this very government that every promise given us, in fact, sticks in our head. And so therefore, we are calling on government to ensure, in fact, to take note that Ghana's future largely depends on Tema Oil Refinery. Why? It is the only state enterprise or company that will be in charge purposely for our energy sector in terms of the oil. If today we don't have any state company that will be in charge of refining our oil, the danger is that it means that going forward, only private agencies will be in charge of our crude oil prices. The question is, if the private companies are now going to be in charge of determining the price of our oil, what will be the role of government? It means that tomorrow one will get up and say that, look, how much is costing me to refine the oil will mean that I have to price a liter of oil at this price, and government will have no say. It is the only reason this afternoon we are calling on government, if not for anything. The only thing the very good people of Tema is asking for is to come and revive Tema Oil Refinery.
Simple.
Entum panyifo no mo bisade no omanya ne ntemtem payara so na omukuma ento omoyem sanya saade a ene na enye omabojo kura ne kankan ne to a omo se bue etwam omampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama eto mfidie ehye sanke beye adwuma na bepem nne enye adwuma ma mebu nye adwuma bi nye na Ghana nkasa ntimi na ne da ne fan wo a yen ayetu ani no eno nya omabojo sam kura nti ne kasa mu no we nyina daadi momiantie na esi wo press conference na we achi no ye mo enkrofo bi aba so pa Ghana police wo mo boban ma ye fe mo gina cars ami etwamu na ye dwumadie wo mo di ababa de ko esan ba akukura ensi ho o mo boban frenchim ma ye kama nti e gina dwumadie so ebo Ghana police abaso pa Tema police fo ambebo ye ho ban ye damase papa mo ye adwuma ma eso ani abna bibi ni me damase samotie mi na da foforo asem foforo bi atofo mo Tema o man wiase man nyina mfimfin Tema mema mo so ate Monko so anhwe Digest TV ewo YouTube ubo Digest TV official a ubehu yen wo ho me patro ba subscribe like share na comment box ni mo na wadwen kire obi a na wo de anidie e de ato ho say asama say ye yiwa no ye be yiwa no fefefe e da wase anitie